Hey guys, Dr. Alison here with, go ahead, buddy. Yes, you.
Dr. Norris Golberg with Koru Chiropractic.
We're super excited to talk to you. We're going to be doing every Wednesday a check-in about what's going on with our Solopreneur Grant, how you can help, why you should donate, why you should apply, and how you can support the cause. Dr. Norris is going to talk about what's going on so far.
Absolutely. So we launched our GoFundMe account this morning. I sent out an email to my whole list about 7 a.m. And right now it's just afternoon, and we already have almost $1,000 in the account right now, which is amazing. So we're already halfway to our goal for our initial grant of $2,000 guaranteed. And the goal really, and our full aspiration on it is just that we don't just get $2,000, but we get maybe $5,000, $10,000, maybe $20,000, and we give away multiple of these grants. And that's what's really going to be inspiring.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was really exciting. We've got a lot of people excited about it. But I did get this email that, I'm going to be quite honest with you, it made me upset. And
Right.
So at the same time, it was probably a little bit of miscommunication. So I just want to address that today to make sure that everyone is clear on what we're looking for and why we're doing this. So the email was kind of like, I don't want to send you my sad story and tell you how terrible things are, and like you're picking the winner based on the saddest story. And I was like, holy, like, what are you talking about? Like,
Right.
I was just kind of blown back by it. That's not what we want to do. That's not what we're doing at all. In fact,
Sure.
we want to see the most
Exactly.
inspiring story, right? So like,
Yep.
Tell us, Dr. Norris, like, what are we looking for in an applicant?
Right. Like, we want to hear, why are you doing what you're doing? Why'd you get into small business? Like you and me, Alison, we got into small business because we're passionate about the craft that we do. And really, there's no other way to do it, just in our profession alone as chiropractors. But there's a lot of other people, they're just looking for that free spirit, that entrepreneurial spirit, or they're their own boss, or maybe they get to really devote themselves to a certain service or product, right? And right now, a lot of people are struggling with that. So that's the why. That's what we want to hear. What is that product or service that you have that just sets you on fire? And then the second thing we want to hear is, if you were to win the grant, what would you do with that money? How is that going to impact your why and what your business? And then thirdly is, how's it going to impact the community? Because that's ultimately what this is about. Small businesses in the Denver metro area, I believe we have just shy of 600,000 small businesses, and only 1 million people are employed by small businesses. Now, just throw out some numbers here, don't get lost in this, but the SBA says that any business under 500 people is a small business. So that means like some of these huge corporations like we have over in Broomfield that have several hundred employees are kind of tipping the scales. That means a lot of the 500,000 businesses, a lot of them are 1 or 2 employees, right? Just like you and me, right? In the trenches, answering the phones, you're the janitor, you're the receptionist, you're the chiropractor, you're doing everything at once, right? We're wearing a lot of hats, and that's why it can be some of the most rewarding work out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And so before we started recording this, we were talking about like, hey, remember when you graduated from school?
Right.
Wait to get a license, and you're just sitting there and you're so excited. And that's kind of the energy that we're hoping to get on the videos. Like, try to remember when you like first had the idea of hey, you know what, maybe I'm really good at this. I bet I could do this, get paid for it, and help a whole bunch of people. So, if you can tap into that original thought process of why you got into business, because here's the thing, is people want to help people who have a great story.
Yeah.
So if you can get a bunch of these stories, which is basically your video, and we're sharing them on these social platforms, people are going to want to donate to that, because they're going to be like, man, I had, probably like your friends and family had no idea. Like, I didn't know that you did that and thought that, and I didn't know like
right.
how you're impacting the community. That's really, really cool. And that's when they're gonna donate money, is those really awesome stories.
Yeah. They're gonna donate money to the grant, and they're gonna want to use your service or your product. They're gonna realize why you're so passionate about that. That's what really attracts people. I know you and I, we hardly do any advertising. We're mostly referral based, and it's based on passion, right, and excellence, right? We're delivering a great service. So I think that's really the epitome of what we're trying to capture here, is the passion and the fun that we're having in business, and trying to get back to that, because this is just so tough. That's what we really started this for. It's just been a tough couple of months for business owners, and it doesn't look like it's necessarily going to get that much easier in the near future, right? So we just want to support the people out there who are more limited than ourselves, because we are fortunate that we are reopening and back in business, right?
Totally. And just sort of to touch on like the big employers, is that, and it's not a knock on it, nothing wrong, but like really the SBA money is not going to the solopreneur.
Yeah.
They're last in line for that money. And that's why we want to give this away. And like people, who are just starting business. You know, they might not have the correct documentation, because like it was a nightmare trying to do. I know you and I both applied for literally every single thing you could apply for, and it took hours to do it. This is a 2-minute video. Like that's it. We don't need to see financials. We just want to see about your business. And so that's also just to retouch like why we're doing this.
Absolutely. And just, honestly, I think we're just going to judge it based on who's really speaking from the heart. And again, where we see that passion and that fun from. You don't need special graphics or fancy production or anything like that. I mean, go all out, show us what you got. But we just want people really just to see that and to promote that in the community, right? And then see how the community responds to that. That's how we're basing our decision as well.
Totally. And I get video is uncomfortable. Like, and I think you probably see Dr. Norris and I doing a lot of videos. At no point are we comfortable. I'll give you a little secret. We went and did a video together, and he I have to rewatch it. And I'm like, dude, I don't watch my videos.
Right.
You sit there and you critique it. But here's the thing is like, if you just are talking and people see you and the true authentic you, that's what we want to see. So like, don't be fooled. We're doing these videos and it is uncomfortable. It is not comfortable. Yeah. Right now I'm talking and I'm seeing myself talk and you're like, I look ridiculous, but it's okay. Like, it's just, you got to get especially now, you got to get a little out of your comfort zone. So don't worry about like you say, it doesn't need to be fancy. You just want to see the video and post it. And then hopefully we're going to get some promotion for you. So that's what we want to cover. Anything else about that?
No, that's hit the nail on the head. And just like I said, have fun and just get out of your comfort zone, right? That's what being in business is all about, and adapting to the times.
Totally. Well, let's talk about the next part of it, the donation, because I know a lot of people, and I've talked to a lot of my friends and family, they're like, man, small businesses are really taking a hit. I'm like, yes. Right. That's kind of it. Because they don't know how to help. They're aware that something is happening and they want to help. They feel bad, but they're sort of paralyzed because there's not a whole lot of platforms for people to help. So for you guys out there who are not self-employed, who were lucky enough to be able to work from home and still get their normal check, and really their lives haven't changed as far as financially. I mean, everyone's in a struggle. We're in this together with all the things that you're dealing with. But financially, if you're like, hey, I would love to help, this would be a great platform to really help some local small businesses. And then you're going to actually see the impact, because you're going to see where the money goes and how that's impacting that local business.
Well, Alison, I just did some quick math in my head. If every Facebook follower and person on our email lists donated just $20, we'd probably have close to $100,000 in grants to give away, $52,000 grants. I mean, I think sky's the limit on this. We're definitely getting a lot of traction, a lot of excitement. I know that the Chamber of Commerces are going to be supporting us and rolling this out to all the small businesses with them as well. And I know that larger businesses that aren't necessarily even qualifying for this are already asking me. Actually, I've had a few people call me saying, hey, how can we help? Like, now they see this effort. They know we're giving them a direction to focus their desire to help, right? And by allowing them to facilitate that, by people wanting to give us a couple $100, and then what they're going to do, they're going to use this as a form of cause marketing, where they can say, hey, we just are helping, the small guys with our bigger business. And we'd love to keep, other businesses in the community open, right? And so by giving that money away, you're doing a great thing. You're doing a philanthropic effort, and we love that. We want to support that.
Yeah, and so any of a bigger business, if you give $500 or more, we're going to give you a shout out in every single thing that we do. So when we do calls, when we're posting the things on, we're going to tag you in our post. If you want to do a Zoom interview with us about why you want to donate that big amount of money, we'd love to do that. So if you're looking for a cause to help, like you said, $500 or more, we're going to let you be a co-sponsor on this. So let us know what you want to do. And I know that some businesses have already reached out to you to do that. So, we really want to, one, say thank you and help promote whatever businesses want to help these local communities and these smaller businesses that really, like, $2,000 to a small business, a solopreneur, that's a big help.
For sure. Yeah, I could pay some serious bills. So I know it's going to go a long way, whoever is the lucky recipient of that.
So again, we're going to three things. There's three things that you can do. You can donate money, because we're going to give all of it away. And just to reiterate this, and I know that you probably already know this, but I'm just going to make sure that people are aware that Dr. Norris and I are not keeping any of, not a penny.
It's not for us.
In fact, we are putting money, we've already put money into it, and we'll be making any difference that we need to get those numbers to be even so we can give away money. So number one,
Yep.
donate money, we're giving it all away. Number two, apply. We want to hear your story because that's going to help us grow this cause when people do the video. And all you have to do is do the video and email it to one of us. We'll
Right.
It's going to be easiest if I would say if you just upload it to a YouTube, so then we have a link there.
Yeah.
But however you want to do it, we'll figure it out, and then we're going to be promoting it for you. And the third way is, let's say you're not a small business, but maybe you're hurting on your income as well, and you can't really donate. That's totally fine. If you would just share this with people, like this video that we're doing, share it, because you never know how far that will reach. Because you could just share it and you're like, I don't know, and someone watches it and goes, oh man, that was awesome. I would love to help that. And you never even knew that person, was looking to make a difference or help. Or maybe they were like, man, I need to apply this. This would really help my business. So those are three things that what we want you guys to do to help us out.
Absolutely. That'd be massive. And, just remember, we're in this together and that we got your backs, right? That's really what our motto is for this entire grant, and just really where the fire in our belly is coming from.
Yeah, totally. So if you guys have any questions, you can call either of us. We will answer any of your questions that you have. If you're not very technological savvy, we could try to help you out the best you can.
Right.
We want everyone to be able to participate, hopefully get as much money as possible, and we really want to see as many businesses survive this as possible.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, man. You got anything else?
No, that's all for this week, and we'll check in next week too.
Yeah, next Wednesday we're gonna have a fun video, so stay tuned for that.
Awesome. Can't wait.
All right, guys. Talk to you later. Let us know if you have any questions about anything. Yeah.